So you're thinking about getting a new piercing. You've got the placement picked out, the style, that's all the fun part. But what about the actual jewelry you start with? It's a choice that can make a massive difference in how you heal. So let's really dig into the science here. By the end of this, you're going to have everything you need to make a choice that's perfect for your body. This is the big question, isn't it? You've basically got two main camps to choose from, the traditional rigid metal or a more modern, flexible polymer. And the answer isn't as simple as one being flat out better. It's really about understanding how each one interacts with your body during those super critical first weeks. Okay, so first things first, we've got to understand what an initial piercing actually is, because it's not just a hole with some cool jewelry sitting in it. Nope, it's an active, healing wound, and it has some very specific needs. Think about it. Your body is literally creating a brand new tunnel, or fistula, right through your soft tissue. It starts out as this really soft, super sensitive open track. It's inflamed, it's totally remodeling itself on the inside, and it's incredibly easy to disturb. I absolutely love this phrase, a biological negotiation. Your immune system is in there, actively trying to figure out how to live with this new foreign object. And you better believe the properties of that object, especially how it behaves when you move, are a huge part of that negotiation. All right, so that leads us right to our two main contenders in this negotiation, implant-grade metal and a specialized polymer that's often called BioFlex. On one side, you have the industry standard, implant-grade metals like titanium. Their defining feature? They're rigid, and they've been used successfully for decades. On the other side, we have BioFlex, which is a polymer that was specifically engineered to be flexible. This is the core difference we're going to unpack, rigidity versus flexibility. This chart really just lays it all out nice and simple. Metal, rigid. BioFlex, flexible. Metal is the standard that's endorsed by big organizations like the Association of Professional Piercers or the APP. BioFlex, on the other hand, might not be on that specific list, but it is certified to ISO 10993, and that's an international standard for materials that are literally implanted inside the human body. So look, both of these have some serious credentials. Okay, now we get to the absolute heart of the argument. And this isn't really about which material is safer in terms of, toxicity or anything. It's about physics. It all comes down to how the jewelry behaves when your body, when it moves. So let's talk about this key idea, mechanical disruption. Just think about your day. You bend over, maybe you sleep on your side, or your shirt snags on your navel ring. Every single one of those little movements puts force on your jewelry, and that force then gets transferred to that super sensitive healing wound we just talked about. Now, with a rigid metal bar, you can just picture what happens. It acts like a tiny little lever. When you move, that force is transmitted directly from the end of the jewelry, straight through the bar, and bam, right into the walls of that healing channel. The metal doesn't absorb the force, it just redirects it. But with a flexible material like BioFlex, the story totally changes. That exact same force from the outside makes the jewelry itself bend. It's literally absorbing the shock. So instead of acting like a lever that's pushing against your tissue, it moves with your tissue, which can reduce that constant repeated pressure. So the crucial point here, and this comes right from our source material, is this. The main argument for a flexible polymer for a first piercing isn't about biology or chemistry. It's about simple mechanics. Less leverage, less pressure, and potentially way less disruption to that delicate healing process. Okay, so this all sounds pretty compelling for flexible materials, right? Which, of course, begs a really important question. Why isn't every single professional piercer out there using them? And that's exactly the question you should be asking. I mean, if flexibility is so great for healing, why do so many of the absolute best piercers in the world swear by implant-grade titanium? Is there something we're missing here? Well, the answer is kind of nuanced. The APP standards, which guide a lot of piercers, were built on decades and decades of fantastic results with metals. It's a standard based on a long, proven history of success. So when a piercer recommends titanium, that recommendation is grounded in solid, real-world experience. The fact that BioFlex has its own high-level medical certification, but isn't on that specific APP list, that's more about institutional history than it is a final judgment on the material itself. The bottom line is, both can be excellent, safe choices. And this brings us to the final and maybe the most important part of all this. It's not just about the science. It's about the intention behind getting pierced in the first place. It's about self-expression. The inventor of BioFlex, a guy named Poli, has this incredible philosophy. He sees body art as this primal human urge for expression. And he believes the role of the technology, the material, is not to impose one single right way, but to simply accompany that urge as safely and effectively as possible. So what's the ultimate takeaway here? It's this. The best material is the one that serves you. It has to serve your body's unique healing process. It has to fit your lifestyle. I mean, whether you're an athlete or you're pregnant. And at the end of the day, it has to help you express whatever it is you want to express. The material is just a tool for your intention. So, as you're making your choice, I want you to think of it like this. A piercing isn't just some object in your skin. It's part of a conversation between your physical body and the story you want to tell the world. Now that you have the information, what will you choose to say?